Michelle, let's start here in the U.S. because really we continue to see surging cases and deaths as we enter the winter now here in the Northeast.
So it is likely that President Trump will leave his presidency with us hitting even higher records. At this point, there is no stopping this coronavirus. We have seen increasing rates day over day. We're well into the six figures now, 126,000 people infected yesterday in the United States. We have about 10 million cases in the U.S. That's 1 in 5 across the world. And there are no speed bumps, no hurdles to the virus coming. We're waiting for a vaccine. We're waiting for new treatments. They are on the horizon, but not here yet. President-elect Biden has said he's going to take some steps to get it under control, but it's going to take time for those to work.
All right, and we are seeing, of course, the top priority, even during the transition period, setting up this task force for the Biden administration. Who are we expected to be tapped for that, and what does it entail?
So we are hearing some of the names that the President-elect Biden is going to be picking for this task force. David Kessler is a former head of Food and Drug Administration. You might remember him. He's the one who really started cracking down on tobacco and cigarettes in the United States. Vivek Murthy, who is a former Surgeon General in the U.S., is also part of that task force. He has leading physician researchers on the panel and others that they're working on. He really believes that he has a mandate, and part of the reason why he won this election is because the American people want to go in a different direction. There are several things that he has laid out, things that he wants to do, such as much broader free testing across the country. He wants to put in place much more aggressive urging of a mask mandate. I don't know that he'll actually require it nationwide, but working with governors across the states to make sure that people know what they need to be doing. Also, aligning supply chains, making sure that people get the PPE they need, that the vaccines roll out once they're available, and the idea that all of these steps that are being taken are being coordinated across the country so that once we do start having things to make a difference with the virus, that they will go into place without a hitch.
And Michelle, whether it's here in the United States or elsewhere in the world, really coronavirus fatigue is starting to set in. We're seeing pushback in Europe.
People are tired of being locked inside their houses. And not only that, they are starting to push back against it, starting to go out, and we have already started seeing the second wave of lockdowns in places like Wales, in the UK, and in Italy. So in Wales, they have to decide whether they're going to stay locked down or if they're going to open back up. In Italy, they're starting to give money to people to encourage them to stick with it. So that's the only thing we can do now. Hopefully it holds.